Hey guys, what's up? It's Exip here, and in this video, I'm going to talk about what I think is the best harem manga slash anime out there. The 100 girlfriends who really love you, or 100 girlfriends for short. Hey guys, before we continue with the video, please do consider hitting like and subscribe and clicking on the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any new uploads. And with that, let's go back to the video. Now, I think it would be necessary to first define what is true harem and what is fake harem, since a lot of stuff being categorized as harem isn't actually harem in the most basic sense of the word. For a lot of manga or anime which have the harem tag stuck on them, they're actually more like love triangles or love polygons rather than being an actual harem. So when we say harem manga or anime, it has to feature a male character who is in a relationship with multiple partners who are all living together in a cohabitation setup or are traveling together with some modicum of coexistence or understanding regarding the dynamics of their relationship with the said male character and each other. In that sense, we can whittle down the true harem manga or anime to just a handful. I may not be completely aware of all the titles under this category, but the ones that I do know apart from 100 Girlfriends include Arifureta, Everyday Life with Monster Girls, Tales of Wedding Rings, Mushoku Tensei, and World's End Harem. And out of all of these, I think there is no doubt that 100 Girlfriends is the most entertaining. From the very first episode, we are introduced to the male lead Rentaro, who has had a very pitiful experience in romance as he has been rejected almost 100 times by different girls to whom he had confessed. Depressed and despondent over his heartbreak, he goes to a shrine that is famous for granting people's romantic desires. Out of sheer desperation, he makes a wish. Lo and behold, the guardian spirit of that shrine appears to him and grants him that wish. However, there is a caveat to the whole deal. If he rejects the girl he is meant to be with, that girl will die because she has essentially used up all her luck in life upon meeting her soulmate, Rentaro. What throws this whole scenario into a complete circus is the fact that the guardian spirit made a mistake in the paperwork, so to speak, and instead of writing that Rentaro is going to have one soulmate, the old deity figure wrote 100. And thus, Rentaro's foray into the springtime of his youth begins. The absolute absurdity of the story's premise is just golden. It makes it such that Rentaro cannot refuse any of his soulmates, and so he is wantonly forced into a harem, which for any guy would be the greatest thing to ever happen in his life. I love the fact that this story pushes the boundaries of how ridiculous it can get, and I love how self-aware it is, in that it knows it is parodying its own genre, and so the mangaka just continues to pile on the hilarity of the story. Much like how Konosuba parodies the isekai fantasy adventure genre, 100 Girlfriends perfectly makes fun of all the usual tropes of a harem anime or manga and takes it to the next level. I haven't completely read the manga, although I have watched both seasons of the anime, and the anime actually also adds another layer of parody and hilarity because at one point it comments on itself saying that one episode had actually skipped several chapters of the manga, which inadvertently makes a loophole in the story. But the show remedies that by making a commentary of itself and simply acknowledging the fact that this was what had happened. 100 Girlfriends is definitely peak harem. I say that not merely because it stays true to the genre or theme, but also because of its comedic timing and tone, of how self-deprecating the show is toward itself, and how it perfectly parodies even its own source material. And not only that, but I love how dedicated the producers and the voice actors are to making the show the best it could be. There was even one episode in which the voice actor of Rentaro spent about 5 to 7 whole minutes recreating the monologue that Rentaro had in the manga, expressing his love for each one of his girlfriends at that time. This show is just a gem, and if you haven't read the manga or watched the anime, then I urge you to do so because I think it is such a treat. Thank you guys for watching this video. Click here to subscribe and check out these two videos for more fun content. See you in the next one.